Bonjour. Today we are going to review the test chapter 6. So let me share something that's going to look like that. Just like we did with in the previous semester, right? You're going to review the test and then you're going to do the test. It's going to be somehow similar than what I'm showing you right now. But maybe it's going to be a little bit different. We'll see. Okay. So the first part, just as before, you're going to listen to a conversation in a French restaurant and you're going to have to tell me if it's true or false. Okay. So again, before the test, before the listening, I will translate all of that to make sure what the people are asking. And then you're going to tell me, oh, that's true. The waiter recommends the fish, or it's false. I don't know. Okay. Take your time, do it one or twice. Okay. And remember the test, it's 90 minutes. If you do it in 15 minutes, that's telling me you didn't spend enough time. Okay. At the end of the last semester, some of you didn't do so well with the test. It's because you went too fast. So I believe everybody was tired, but we start a new semester. Let's make sure we start properly. Okay. So take your time, please. Then the question B, still listening. You're working as a server in a French cafe and you're going to listen to your customer question and you're going to tell me what the best answer would be. Okay, so does the customer want pork and pasta or does he want apple juice and orange juice? Okay, so the same here. He's asking you a question. The right answer is going to be yes right away or no, sir, the service is not included. I don't know. Again, you translate that before the test. Okay, that would be the right thing to do. Then you're going to have a menu. You can see it here. I think it's going to be pretty much the same menu on your test. Here we say write out the price when the question asks you to write the price down. But sometimes they don't ask you to write any price. Like for example, the first question is what do you eat as a main plate? Okay, so we don't want price here. We want something. Do you eat fish? Do you want a steak? Do you eat, I don't know. Okay, so in fact, the only what you're going to see, there is only one place where they ask you about price. Okay, and if you decide to write the price down, let's say it's steak frites, the price is 6.85. Write it, don't put 6.85, write it with letters, write 6 euro and 85 centimes. Okay, write everything down. Okay. You're gonna have how do we call that? Critique in this restaurant. So someone write a critique and you're gonna have to tell us what the critique is about. So for that, you're gonna have question about it, and you're gonna tell me if it's true or false. If you take your time, you should have 8 here. Then culture. Always the same thing. You need to open your book. It's a culture part in your book. It's on the side around the chapter. You're going to have some rectangle on the side of the page. It's going to be green and it's called flash culture. You will also have a section where you're going to have 1 or 2 pages of culture in your book. So please open your book, read it, and make sure to answer properly. If you guess, you're going to make a mistake. Okay? Don't guess, please. Okay? Go to your book, find the right answer. Here you have a beautiful picture, okay? And then you have to tell me what's on the picture, okay? So it's for breakfast, right? So that should help you a little bit. If you tell me that you can't see the picture, well, use a bigger screen or zoom on it, okay? If you do the test on your cell phone, you're not going to be able to see the picture properly, okay? So use a proper screen. Then 6 words of vocabulary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. So you see chapter 6 here. In the previous chapter, we'd have 5 words for 5 sentences. Here we have 6 words for 5 sentences. That means one of the words is not being used. So again, read everything, translate everything, take your time, and put the right word in the right place. You're going to be guessing. Some of you are going to be guessing, and guess what? You're going to get it wrong. I really can tell when you guess because I know it's not even, you didn't even open your book to help yourself, right? So the first semester, I was very nice with everybody. I was trying to be very mindful of the fact that it's a new language and it's probably the first time you're learning a foreign language. But now you've been doing that for 5 months, so I'm not going to be as nice, I would say. Okay, make sure to take your time. Again, here, Mr. and Mrs. Duhamel, they're having breakfast. I know some of you is going to tell me, oh, I can't see very well. Well, you know what? You can zoom on it. And plus, to be honest with you, I really don't care what's on the table here. Just answer the question. This is breakfast. Mr. and Madame Duhamel takes whatever you want. She takes some eggs with some toast, with some fruit, right? I mean, if you really cannot see the picture, if you cannot tell me that that's a toast, that's a banana, that's probably coffee, that's pamplemousse in French, that's milk, and that's maybe eggs, and that's coffee or maybe tea. I mean, I can see that. So, but let's say you really cannot figure out the picture. Instead of not writing anything, create something. Me, I want French word here, okay? And I think in the test, I wonder if it's not going to be multiple answers. So I don't remember how I did that in the test. If I let you write it down or if you have to pick between a different couple answer. So, Mr. Duhamel, what is he drinking? Well, I don't know, Mr. Duhamel, what is he drinking? Can be tea, can be hot cocoa, it can be coffee, doesn't matter. Right, pick one of those. Don't tell me drink water because it looks like it's hot, right? Because it's smoking. But even, I mean, you know, like, please be logical, okay? So, and what is he eating? Well, figure out, okay? Maybe he's eating a toast. Maybe he's eating, I don't know, fruits. Maybe he's, you know. Then, what's most important here? I'm coming back here because what's most important? I have students, they tell me, oh, I could not see the picture very well. I'm like, well, but if you don't put anything, you're not going to have any points. So just write something. And if you want, you can even tell me, hey, I could not see very well, but I made up something. Okay, that's fine with me. Remember, I'm grading French. And then here, this one is always a disaster. You have a list of things to buy, okay? They ask you to add the missing partitive article right here, okay? I'm begging you, please take your book and look at what a partitive article is. I am really begging you because I would say 75% of my students, they got that wrong because they don't check what the partitive article is. We did that in the chapter. You should know what it is. If you forgot, take your book, it's somewhere, I promise, okay? So here you're going to put the right partitive article. Here it's the same. They want you to write the imperative form. Well, if you're not sure what it is, take a couple minutes and open your book. What is the imperative form? And as soon as you open your book, you're going to know what it is. Okay? Just so you know, like, some of you during the test, some of you might tell me, oh, it's too hard, we don't know. But most of you have very good grade. So if you don't have a good grade, it's because you probably didn't open your book or spend enough time reviewing the test. And some of you also, you tell me that you watch the video, but I know you didn't. So be careful with that, okay? And then for the last two questions, as usual, you're going to have to write something. Oh, by the way, last semester for the movie review, some of you use AI. Don't do that again, okay? Because next time I'm going to give you a F for that, okay? I clearly said that I didn't want you to use AI, so please don't do it, and I'm going to notice it. Like, think about it. All of a sudden, your French or even your English is amazing. I know you're a talented student, but not overnight, okay? So make sure when you write a text like that, not to use AI, and be careful with Google Translator, because again, I know when you use it. I don't always say it, but I do know when you use it, okay? And here we are, another conversation. You write something, read, keep it simple, okay? And you're going to be fine, okay? It's something we've done in the homework. So if you have your homework ready, or if you have your book open, you should be able to have a pretty good grade here. Okay, and I think that's it. So thanks so much. Good luck for the test. And again, take your time, use your book. Thank you.